Hello crafty friends, Emily with you today, and I'm going to show you how to make a circle card with some 49 and Market laser cut sheets. You can see all these really beautiful designs and things they have. They have some sayings on here and these really pretty doilies I'll probably use. And then also the butterflies and flowers, which are always so pretty. Obviously my theme today is purple, so I have this purple sheet of paper. And I'm just going to grab my circle dies. These are from Catherine Pooler. And I'm grabbing the biggest one out of the kit. And I'm just grabbing it here, holding the die by the middle, and rotating it up to find the spot where I'll need to fold the card, the paper in half right there. So I'll just fold it down right there to where the circle will fit. And then all you have to do is put the die on your folded cardstock, and then you just leave this part open a little bit. So I'll show you here. You put it on your Big Shot machine, and then I'm going to tape it down just to make sure it doesn't shift at all with a little bit of washi. Put your plate down, and then notice how you leave that top part off the paper a little bit. I am going to run this through twice just since my cardstock is folded in half. I want to make sure it cuts all the way through. There we go. And then you'll see here, since we left that top part off the cutting, it kept it connected. So there's my circle card. Very cool. So you could just leave it like this, but what I'm actually going to do is show you how to make a circle easel card, which is a nice fun fold card. So I'm grabbing some watercolor paper here, and I'm going to cut out another circle for the front of my card, which I'll eventually put on the front. So there's my circle for the front. And then I'm going to choose a smaller circle die, and I just want to do a little decorative piece. So I have some vellum here. I've been into using vellum sheets, and it's a really cool type of paper that you can use. You can do a lot of really cool things with it. You can ink with it and do kind of like mixed media, so I'm going to try that out today. So there's that. So I have all my circles cut out that I want, and that looks good. So to do my fun fold card, you take the first the flap, and then you fold it in half on top of itself, just like that. That's all you do. Just fold it down in half like that. And so what that does is it's going to create this fold here. We're going to end up putting the watercolor paper on it, and it's going to be able to sit on like an easel. So we're going to have a little sentiment there, which I'll show you later. So now I'm just going to, since this isn't double-sided paper, I'm going to ink my insides here with some pixie dust and some sugared lavender to go along with my purple theme. My favorite color is purple. I love doing the ink blending because it adds such a pretty color effect. You're not really going to see too much of the top here, and I'll probably decorate it with some of the 49 Market elements, but I still wanted to make sure it was all colored. So now I'm going to work on this vellum, and I'm just crumpling it in a big ball here, which is really cool. It has this like kind of wrinkly effect, and I just wanted to do that so I could add a little bit of texture. So I'm adding a little bit of ink onto this as well, so that looks kind of cool. Just wanted it to be a little bit different and a little more dimensional. So now I'm definitely going to grab these half circle doilies because obviously they go with my circle card theme. And then I'm just going to grab a couple of other elements from this 49 and Market laser cut sheet. I love 49 and Market laser cuts. They don't have any white lines on the outside. So it just makes it like a really clean cut for the butterflies and the flowers. I think I'm going to pick one of these flowers here that has the green in there, so I can break up the purple color just a little bit. It looks good. So I'll probably end up possibly picking out more stuff later, but I just kind of wanted to get all my stuff out that I'd like to use. So I'm going to do a little bit of watercoloring, and to do that I just put my ink pad down on a scrap piece of plastic, like a plastic bag I have, and then I spritz it with water. And you definitely could get like a craft mat. There's plenty out there. There's some silicone ones that are nice from Sizzix. There's glass plates that I see people, or glass sheets that people use. So those are nice. I really like this purple color. And now I'm going to just spray it with this Tim Holtz Distress Spray. And I'm just rubbing it on the vellum here because I like the way it looks with it, with the paper or the water added to it on the vellum. So it looks pretty cool. I'm going to put these aside to dry for now. Looks nice. I like that. Okay, so I'm going to put those aside to dry, and then I'm going to work on the bottom part here, which is going to have an embellishment, a saying of some sort that needs to be put on with a little bit of foam. And that will be because you want the front part of the easel to sit on that so it'll stand up. So you'll see what I mean when I get through. So I cut another circle out. I really liked this music sheet one, and I'm gonna use from the newest collection from Catherine Pooler from Feel and Fall, the Joyful Thankful stamps. I just really love these stamps, and they come with the coordinating dies, so it makes it really easy to cut it out perfectly. And I'm just going to use some sugared lavender. And if you don't have a stamping platform, I love my Misty. It's something I'm probably going to do a video on for you guys, and it works so well, especially with card making, if you don't get your ink down all in one. So here's my You're a Blessing, and I'm just going to tape that down so that I can die cut it. Boom, there it is. I love doing that. So I'm going to oh, here's my vellum and my watercolor sheet. Looks good. It's all dried now. So I'm going to try to figure out what embellishments I want where. So I'm just kind of moving them around, seeing what I want to put where. I'm not sure yet with the doilies if I want them on the inside or if I want them on the outside. I know I like that flower on there, butterfly, something like that. Might look really pretty with the saying on the front. So we'll see. I'm going to work on that. But for now, I'm just going to tape down my music sheet here to the bottom part of my circle card. And I just know for sure that's what I want there. So I'm going to put that there. And then I think I'm going to put these doilies on the top front of the inside of this circle card. And I think that'll be all right with that front of the card just having the vellum. So I'm going to use a little bit tape on the inside of each of these doilies, but I'm also going to add some glue to the lacy bit on the outside just to make sure they stay down and good. So just putting that down, and then it's like the perfect size. How funny. Adhering those down with the glue and tape. That looks great. Awesome. So now I'm going to take a smaller circle, and I'm just going to cut up a piece of white paper here, and I'm just going to cut that circle right in half. And then I'm going to put that on that top part where the lacy bit is. So here I am just inking the sides with a little bit of pixie dust to add a little bit of dimension with that purple. And so you'll see it'll go on the top part here. I had to cut it in half so it doesn't mess with that fun fold effect. And I'm just gluing that down there. And then this way you could write something a little small on the card, like love ya, or something simple like that. Obviously there's not a lot of space here for a lot of writing, but it's kind of one of those cards where it's so decorative and kind of speaks for itself. You don't really need to say much. So now I'm just gluing it down a couple of cute little elements from the 49 and Market laser cuts. And this is from their lavender collection. And now I'm putting these little foam dots on the bottom there, so you'll see that's where my saying will go, and then the easel will stop right there in front of the saying like that. So the front of the card. So this all looks good, and now I think I want to work on the front of my card with my vellum and my flower. So I know I'm going to put the flower there, so I'm just going to glue down the half that is actually going to be on the circle part, so I don't need to glue the other part since it's not on anything really. And then I want to see here with my vellum, I do want to add another flower, so I'm just going to trim that up because I just like the one. I might add that one on the bottom. I like the green effect, but I might want that on top of my vellum. So my vellum here, I think I'm going to use cherry tape. I'm just testing out on some vellum here to see if you're going to be able to see the cherry tape, and you can a little bit. But I think with this, since it's inked and I made it all wrinkly, I don't think you're going to be able to see it, and this was going to help to flatten it out a little bit because it is quite dimensional here. So just going to adhere this down. It looks cool. It's just a cool type of effect. Adds a little bit of lift and dimension. I like that. So now I'm going to put my flower on the outside of my card here. That looks cute. I like the green. It breaks up the purple a little bit, and I'm going to put a butterfly here with a little mini pop dot. That's cute, so it adds a little bit of dimension. So I have the lines here. I'm just continuing to glue down, making sure everything stays because it is a lot of different layers here. So here, I like this strip. It kind of looks like a ribbon. So I'm going to grab a bow and put the bow on there because it looks like string, as if there's string wrapped around it. So I have this saying that I'm going to glue on to that backing there, which says dream higher than the sky. I like that. It's a super motivational, inspiring card you could send to anybody. I'm just going through and just decorating the front of my card. I love using all these cute little elements. They have all these like buttons or paper that looks like buttons, and there's heart shapes and regular shapes, and there's all types of different shades. So you can really do a lot of layering with this stuff. It's so much fun, and I just really enjoy this type of card where it's a little bit of mixed media, and you can try out inking and just different techniques, especially with the vellum. It's a lot of fun. So just continuing to glue down, making sure everything sticks really well, just holding it down. That's looking cool. I like it there. So now I'm going to put the bow down right there on this side because I feel like it looks like it's taped in there. And then I'm going to add my saying on with a few of these mini dots to continue on with a little bit of dimension. I just love layering and dimension, and it looks good there. I like it there. And then I might add a little heart here. We'll see. I think I will with one of the another mini. I love these little mini foam dots. They work so nice for little embellishments. That looks good there. I like that. Okay, so I might add something else at the end here. I'm not sure what yet, but so this is the part of the card where you're going to want to adhere just the bottom half of your circle onto the front of your card. So you're only going to put glue down there on this bottom half. So we're going to put glue down. I'm not going to use tape or anything because with glue we can move it around a little bit before it sticks. So here we go, just on the bottom half, and I'm just going to look to make sure it's not touching. Wipe that glue off a little bit there, and then see it on the inside. Oh, it's up a little bit, so I just was able to move it down with the glue, which is great, and then keep it folded so that it doesn't glue anywhere to the back of it. So I'm just going to keep it up like that while it dries, and then I'm going to kind of find where I want my saying here. And I am ink blending a little bit more on the inside just to add a little more of that color. It just looks so pretty. I love all the purple. And so now I'm just removing the adhesive dots so that I can stick that down. I think that looks good there. Perfect. So there's that. So that's kind of the mechanism of it, you can see. I'm going to continue to decorate my card and add a couple embellishments here and there. So here's another butterfly, and I wanted that on a pop dot so you could see its little legs are on the saying. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's super cute. And then I think I wanted to add, this part here, I do want to cut off that little string, not the leaf, just the string, so it just looks like it's completely wrapped around the card. So it looks cool. So there's the top half of my card, and there's the bottom half, and that's how it sits. And yeah, there it is. This is the circle easel card, guys. So there's the front, the inside, and then that's how it sits there. So somebody could put it right on their mantle. And of course, the finishing touch, I realized I needed to add just a few sequins. So I'm going through with my purple and pink sequins from Catherine Pooler and adding those onto my card for a little bit of sparkle. And I might have done too much again. I don't know. I never know with sequins, but I love it. So here's the front of my card, my circle card. That looks super cool. And there it is when you put it on the easel part. It's very pretty, very purple. And then you can open it up like that and write a little something in there. And that's it. That's how you make a circle easel card. I know that's kind of it might seem intimidating, but that's really all there is to it. So I hope that made it easy for you guys. Thanks so much for watching.